This is CBS 47 Eyewitness News this morning in high definition.
And when officers arrived on scene, they located a 20-year-old white male and a 20-year-old African-American male. Both of those individuals were found in the roadway and sidewalk area. Both of them are deceased.
Happening now, Fresno police are searching for a killer in a double murder in Woodward Lake. It happened around 8 o'clock last night. Let's get right over to our Joe Moeller. He is live at the scene following the very latest for us. Joe, good morning.
Good morning, Alex. As you can imagine, the Woodward Lake area here obviously left in shock after this. 2 people found dead here on North Grouse Run. The suspect still on the loose. Now, one person in this neighborhood says they heard 7 to 8 gunshots before coming out here and finding the murder scene. Now, let's go ahead and pull up video of this crime scene, which just got cleared a few hours ago. Now, this all happened around 8 o'clock last night. Investigators, including a special response team, moved into the area, and this morning, detectives are still trying to track down the killer. Investigators say the 2 men are in their 20s, and the suspect, who was about the same age, were all talking in the street when the suspect pulled out a gun, shooting and killing the victim before leaving the area in a vehicle. Police Chief Jerry Dyer says violence here is very rare.
This is a rarity. It's really an aberration to have something like this happen at Woodward Lakes. I cannot remember the last time we had any type of incident like this or any type of violent crime at Woodward Lakes. It's a very safe area. Again, these individuals appear to be frequenting the area, visiting friends or family in the area, and that's what the information we have at this time.
And as investigators tried to get a handle on this situation, Eyewitness News did speak on the phone with a witness who heard the gunshots and tried to hide his family. When he finally came outside, he found a murder scene.
We knew that, trying to give them, any support, it would have been futile because we just knew they were dead.
We are still waiting for suspect information at this time. Police say investigators believe they have a good chance of making an arrest. Now, Fresno police again talked to an eyewitness here in the area and says they do have good information that will hopefully lead to an arrest. And as soon as we do learn more information about who that suspect is, we'll definitely be passing this on. Now, the shootings that happened here last night marked the 54th and 55th murders in the city of Fresno, which is compared to about 39 for the entire of last year. Reporting live in Northeast Fresno, I'm Joe Moeller. I'll send it back to you, Alex.
All right, Joe, really appreciate that, and we will bring you any updates on this story as we get them on air and online at yourcentralvalley.com. Also in Fresno this morning, police are trying to determine exactly how a 15-year-old was shot in the head. Police responded to the Cypress Point apartment complex yesterday afternoon. Police say the gunshot was self-inflicted, but they don't know if it was accidental or intentional. Officers are questioning 2 friends of that teenager who were in that apartment at the time of the shooting.
We are attempting now to confirm that it was in fact a self-inflicted gunshot wound and he was not shot by someone else inside the apartment. There were other people inside the apartment when this shooting occurred. We currently have those individuals here, both here and at police headquarters, and we're currently conducting interviews to confirm their statements.
And this morning, that teenager remains in critical condition. The Bureau of Cannabis Control has issued its first 20 licenses for cannabis businesses. They won't be valid until January 1st when cannabis becomes legal here in California. And the Fresno City Council voted unanimously to retract the city's ban on medical marijuana. CBS 47's Megan Roop was there for that vote.
No, the motion initially addressed both medical and recreational marijuana. Council President Clint Olivier tells us it paves the way for the council and a consultant to craft an official ordinance. So to be clear, the ban on marijuana the city passed a few months back still stands until the council approves a new ordinance. Some confusion there. This vote just opens the doors to begin that process and mostly deals with zoning laws, Olivier says. But the decision was not without fireworks. President Clint Olivier initially saying he would not support the change in the motion, but after a heartfelt plea from Councilman Steve Brandow, Olivier brought his support back. The council voted unanimously approving the change to a standing ovation from some in the crowd. But again, all this did was open the doors to research.
Nothing's going to happen now because we don't have an ordinance. So what this allowed us to do is to actually go in and gather the relevant information and data to put together a comprehensive ordinance. But this move allows us to do that.
Fresno Police Chief Jerry Dyer also weighing in with us before the vote, saying the issues of medical and recreational marijuana are just 2 separate components. Minutes later, the board would separate them and vote to move forward on medical. Bain says we can expect to see some kind of ordinance in February or March. Reporting in Fresno City Hall, Megan Roop, CBS 47 Eyewitness News.
Megan, thanks. Here's a live look over Fresno at 5:05 on this Friday morning. It is chilly and a little bit foggy as you head out there. Anthony Bailey's tracking that, and he's cooking up some soup this morning. How's it going, Anthony?
Hey, good morning, Alex. We are having a great time here in the kitchen. I've got my pal and cook extraordinaire chef Anthony Cox is going to be doing some of the comfort food out there. Of course, we've been dealing with some really frigid temperatures lately. Yes, so we're going to make some soup and a couple of the dishes for you here later on throughout the hour. Let's talk about what's going on with your weather right now.